Hello, my name is Robert Willis and I'm the trainer for the banking program here at PPL, the Train to Work program. I've been a trainer for over 6.5 years and I've taught all 29 of these classes, and I'm looking for my 30th class starting on March 25th. What the banking program is, it's a 3-week long program which is equivalent to 90 hours. In that first week, what we do is we talk about the principles of banking. So we tell you about or educate you on a checking account, a savings account, what the FDIC insurance is, the Federal Reserve System, and all of that. So when you sit in the interview chair, you're far more knowledgeable. But we're also going to work on your soft people skills. So we're going to cover customer service, professionalism, teamwork, dealing with difficult customers. I've been a motivational speaker since 2001, so on your very first day, you get a motivational presentation, and it's go, go, go for 3 weeks long, and I bring all of my students with me. In the second week, in a classroom type setting, we bring in some of our banking business partners, so you have an opportunity to talk to those people at US Bank, Wells Fargo, Bremer Bank, TCF Bank, Associated Bank, and you get to ask them questions you normally shouldn't ask during a regular interview, like, what's the starting salary? Or what kind of benefits can I expect? Now, John and Jane out there who are not in my class, they're going to apply for a job online and hope to get a telephone call. You will have the opportunity to interact with the bankers and actually get one of their business cards and start sending them emails or making telephone calls with them. We're also going to go on 4 major tours. The first tour is going to be at a US Bank branch location. Second tour is going to be at a Wells Fargo branch location. We're going to a Wells Fargo call center out in Shoreview to see what a phone banker's life is like. And we're also going down to the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis. It's kind of cool seeing millions of dollars just stacked up just right out of reach. And that third week, what we do is we're going to focus more on marketing you. So we're going to go over your cover letter, your resume. We're talking about interviewing tips. We're actually going to video interview and play it back so you have an opportunity to see what the banker sees. Now, one of my favorite stories from this is one young lady came through and she had this beautiful hair coming down. And she would flip it like that and looked really cool. But during a 12-minute interview, she flipped her hair 18 times. She pulled it back 13 times. And she was completely unaware of this. That's one of the major benefits of doing a video interviewing. We're going to have 2 other major interviews. One is going to be a mock interview, so it's not real, but we want you to treat it as if it is real. We're going to bring in one of our banking partners, and they're going to interview you for about 30 minutes. Then they're going to also give you some constructive feedback, what you did right and what you should keep on doing, and what you're going to want to change because it may not be working positively for you. That Friday, we're going to have graduations. We're all going to eat Costco cakes. That's always a fun little treat. And then on the following Tuesday, we're going to have what's called our first round discussions. Now, we cannot guarantee you a job. That's something PPL doesn't know what our business banking partners want. However, I can guarantee you an opportunity for you to sit down across from a banker and tell them exactly how fantastic you are. Now, one of my graduates graduated in October, and in January, she got a part-time job at Wells Fargo. She was a single parent living in her mother's basement, just trying to make ends meet. In March, she was promoted to a full-time teller. Go up until June, and she was promoted to a lead teller. Fast forward 1 year, they made her a CSSR, which is a customer service and sales representative, and now she's a personal banker. And she's actually looking at some recruiter jobs. In fact, she's actually come into PPL and interviewed some of our graduates for potential positions at Wells Fargo. Another one of my graduates came in and got a job at Sunrise Bank making $11 an hour. Now, due to his background and information that he had, his previous experience, in 2 years he got promoted over to US Bank, where he started making $26 an hour. Remember that young lady that I was telling you about that was living in her mother's basement? Well, she worked with our financial coach, and during that year before she got promoted, she worked on her finances, improved her credit, and now has her own apartment. Now, our banks that we're looking for aren't just in Minneapolis. They're in St. Paul, they're in all the suburbs, and we have a lot of credit unions as well. The pay scale in general is about $15, but all depending on your experience, it might be up to $16 or even $17. Should you have any questions, please feel free to ask our intake team. We've got Molly, Maggie, and Rachel, and they're more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of the information session. Thank you.